Oh. Alright. I am ready. You guys haven't just been watching me just hit the yeah, like for 5 minutes straight or anything. No, it's only been 2 minutes. Dumb frog. Okay, so we have Plankless Task, Village of Woe. Alright, that's one. What I want to do is I want to finish the quests, story quests for this area first, and then go into, I'm just trying to, like, reset my, thing. What's it called? There we go. What's my button for that again? F9 is my save replay button. Hello, random little Lala. Nice crab you got there, friend. Okay, so we're doing, City of Final Pleasures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests. Okay, so we did 7 yesterday, but those were really long ones, to be fair. So hopefully these 5 plus whatever blues pop up around. Got 10 hours on those still, so we're good. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristel has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant? Then it is settled. All we need now is to return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of the vile jesters. Yes, sir. Let me get a comfy position. Oh. Granny. No. So, because I had some time to kill before stream, I was doing some Pokemon stuff. I was just enjoying, playing some Scarlet. I did some shiny hunting, filled up my Pokedex a little bit. Got myself a shiny Scyther, so I'm gonna get a shiny Scizor. I was really hoping for a shiny Cleavor, but I can't evolve it in this game, so maybe I'll see if I can, you know, send him backwards. But I actually don't have Pokemon Legends Arceus downloaded at the moment, so that's not going to be... I'll probably just stick with Scizor, if anything. Which is honestly fine by me. I do love Scizor. It is a very cool mon. Oh. But yeah, I was cheated out of 2 shinies so far from this these DLCs and expansions, so that's fun. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum. Now we've a place for a painter aplomb. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. Jesse James. I can paint, portraits at least. Landscapes and still lives are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof of your prowess, a masterpiece on your person? Sadly no, everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Aha ho ho, flecks of paint both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop, very well come with us, and we'll put those talents to test. And who's this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Well, why, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our last vacant space, we retire to your more sweet embrace. Word. Oh, mercy me, the mule. We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I was going to put myself into party chat. I see that is not.
Redemption is beyond us.
I love Eorzea's music.
The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days. Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
I just keep myself in that. I don't need to go into a party chat as is at the moment, so. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. Magnificence. There we go. No, not even a single tear. Moving right along, then. Our first task to register you is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way. So you need to just put on your happy faces and head through the joyous hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folks on the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gatetown, they've yet to earn the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. He looks over, he's like, did they remind you of Elise? The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. I want to grab the Aetherites before I make my way up and around. Because I believe I'll have to do a tour of the area as is, and out here might be one of the locations I have to go. And I would rather not have to, you know, run the entire thing a second time. Also, if, okay, so, right, this weekend is FanFest. We are but a few days off. Now, I think I'll have 3 videos posted for that. If things go good, I might have 4 videos posted this week, for I want to do the Heavenstrom event. And I want to make that a video, because I want to talk about some stuff in it. Goals and whatnot for this year to come. So to make sure that my voice sounded normal in the video for a second there. But yeah, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, doing the best that I can for this channel. Now, I might be lacking in some places, but, you know, in others, I hope I can strive and learn better and learn more about how to do content better. But that's literally what the video will be about. Oh, did they call my number? All right, thank you. Hi, sir. But yeah. Welcome to Yulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alfino, an artist, and this is Little, my assistant. Oh yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration with papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Yulmore are divided into 2 classes. There are the free. And I have to yawn. The free, who are blessed with favor of Lord Vorthry. And the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You found a dumb golden owl? Stupid noctowl. Hey, at least the shinies are popping up. We went yesterday with only finding 1. And we didn't even catch it. But technically, between us, that's 3 shinies today. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general labor. I see. And might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The 2 patrons are actually Chai News and Dulia Chai, a mystical couple whom most refer to as the Chais. What should I name Shiny who too soon to be knocked out? Name him Waste of Space. No, name him, I don't know. I usually just call them Night Owl. You can call it, Twilight, though. Or something. That could be cool. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. Oh, I need to charge my controller. All in order, these are your registration documents. Thanks, blood. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once you've been even stamped, officially be Yulmore citizens. Why am I so yachty today? Enjoy your new life in paradise. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. Here you go. That's the first hoodie you've actually got. Valid. And you don't gotta worry about catching them, just level it up once. What have we here? Alfino artist, little artist assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Chai News and Lady Julia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it's best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh dear. You smell hideous. You crawl here through a ditch? That's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and muck of some unwashed beast. Proceed directly to the, delusory next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. You are hereby, after you're rinsed away, that stench, you'll want to splash yourself with these perfumes liberally. Once you made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Coronen, the guard by the stairs, will give you the directions. Coronen. Coronet, I actually should say. I hadn't realized we were so aromatic. Time to get dressed in my clothing. Do. You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. You apply your perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. Oh, you showered and dressed already, have you? It's not that to say... it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. Fine, just a quick rinse then. Yeah, so if I'm thinking of this right, we'll have... The 3 videos will be maybe full trailer, if that's what they release today. Or, not today. That's what they release this weekend. And then the 2 definites are new job, new playable, species, race, gender, whatever it may be. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons, then? I have an axe to grind with them. I'm kidding. I mean, if anything, because I'm an assistant, I should be... oh, I don't have, like, a fit. Like a casual fit made. You're looking to present yourself to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city is laid out. Then, imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. The buttress, actually. Above us, the understory. Then the military, where the military headquarters, military has its headquarters. And above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the citizens of Yulmore spend their days freely. So, if you're to find your new patrons, you need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there, like as not. Yes, sir. Such a good fit. Oh, I see what I need to get. Oh, I can't actually do that. That's right. Boink. There we go. You have attuned yourself to all aetheryte shards in Yulmore. Calusia is now accessible as an aetheryte destination. Because you don't get nuts bored. You don't get to do the Yulmore main aetheryte until much later. Oh, look at all the little one there. Cool looking one. All right.
Oh boy, my name is Julia Chai.
And I am Chinese.
Oh, who's this then? Who's this then?
See, my voice wasn't too far off.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Not. Gotta put on the flair.
Ah, you must be the new,
Artist.
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy. That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
Julia is adorable, but her husband is an ass at times.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
I like how he does the dramatic pauses.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
I raised
We
this
are family
boy.
in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all.
Fighting gods and whatnot.
Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Let them, dear, let them.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content. Isn't that right, darling?
I know who wears the paint.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course there is. Quite right.
Not the paints. I mean, to be fair, China just wants his wife to be happy. Now, you've the opportunity to experience Yulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. These places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't have happened to run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? A big, strong lad, long hair tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. This is like one of the few pairs that I'm like, aw, they actually do care for each other in their own weird way. But a part of me also feels like it's a show and they're truly in love. No. Oh, wicked white, that was close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but I luckily caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. I must think highly of your mistress. She is my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Yulmore, I only thought of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There was no war here, no conflict. The residents treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Calusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting on my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you will be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. My attendant told me everything. I'm so grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You value him highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I led without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Just grabbing something. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment. But in Yulmore, the most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantries. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes upon registration. All our poverty, financial, intellectual, and otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxuries. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin is an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as your reward for your return of my handkerchief. Oh. And I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the Beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista Bew. Tista B? Bye? Usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Time to go play high-low. Boing, boing, boing. Welcome to the Beehive, my little drone. Seeking to the sting of excitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nerves fluttering you see. Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set your heart at ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor, within reason, of course. Interested? Ready for a game of high-low, then? Good for you, no time like the present, I say. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, I flip over 2 of mine. Oh yeah. I guess that's another mon you could go for then. Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? Mine will be lower than yours. You're going with low then? Right, let's see what we've got. My card's out of 12 and you have a total of 14. That's bull.
by all odds, I should have had lower. Oh, sorry, honeybee. This match goes to me. That's what I like to hear. Let me shuffle the deck. What's your call? Will you be higher or lower than mine? Alright, you have 9, 12. I have 8. If I get... Let's see. If I get the highest and the lowest card, so if I get a 10, 18, 19, if she gets the lowest, she'd get 10, but if she gets the highest, she has... I'm gonna call high for mine. You're going with high then, right? Let's see what you've got. My cards add up to 14 and you have a total of 15. Thank God. Oh, I literally got the lowest card. I'm happy I decided to go with that. Hitakami has Phantom, Ultra, Duskull. You have Oricorio Sensu. Basic Sinesti line, I believe. Oh, and Litwick. But you already have 2 shiny Litwicks. Or do you have all 3 now? Congratulations. Your guess was right. Usually I'd concede defeat at this point, but what do you say a rematch? 1 more win, then we'll talk about that favor. Litwick is the other. Fair. Another high-low match? Come on now, little honeybee. We all need our diversions. So need 1 more? Fair. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip 1 of yours over, I flip over 2 of mine. And Basket Legion, true. You have a lot of good. I'm gonna call low on mine. Zorocorio was in Paldea. Oh, that's true. I'm calling low on mine. $18. Of course. Of course. Double or nothing. Calling low. Thank God. It's literally been by 1 point each time. Well, well. Would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this newcomer. Congratulations, victory is yours. As is the prize I promised. Come, whisper in my ear, then. Then don't be shy. Tell Otista what she can do for you. All that, that's all? How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous things about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Valthree was born with the power to command them, which means no Yulmorian needs to raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching. You might get a few words out of Atharn over there. There's not than Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Pardon me. Ooh, just give me 1 second, guys. Alright. I just started feeling a little overwhelmed for a second, so. What's it? New to you, more you say? Only just arrived and you're already looking to peel away at the layers of mystery. Oh. I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what. You hop on stage and give us a dance first, then we can have our little talk. Yes, sir. Let's go with this. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Ooh, how do you... I'm gonna be very curious to learn about that today, then. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you, it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eorzea army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came into power. He's got this way with Sin Eaters, you see. Turns them into docile house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Eorzea, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battle. Toast to Lord Valthree. You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alfino will be expecting your return. Bada bing, bada boom. I can manage to make poop appear in my pants. What a name and title to have for yourself. Holy crap, literally.
You've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alfino has yet to put a brush to the canvas.
Oh, maybe that's why the Jengmoos weren't dispersing yesterday. One cannot rush good art, I am told. Or good artist, apparently. Ah, finally. He's finally got a new fit. And slight armor on it as well. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you've chose. Is this satisfactory?
Oh, goodness gracious me. That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively... You truly are a handsome boy. However am I to decide?
What happened to painting? Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work. For reasons we called him here. Ah.
Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly...
Well, I'd not... That is to say, as long as you... Just make sure you've give the lad time to prepare. We know who'll be upset. He's not to paint at a moment's notice.
Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some lovely jewelry next?
Ba-ba-da. Lady Chai has very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spent indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the lower layers below us and sniff out the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell.
Alright, I gotta go AFK for a few. I'll be back. So let's just put myself in this. Hopefully I won't be too long. Yeah, I'll be back.
Alright. I had to help with dog stuff for a little bit. Then I cleaned up after the mess, so we're back now. Where am I going? Understory. Oh, I'm like extra tired and sick feeling today. Don't know why though. But that was also a nice way for me to give myself a moment of rest. Sniff, sniff, sob, sob. I just had to check something.
You're one of the bounded, aren't you? Like me. Please, I need your help. My throat. I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses. It's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I am of no use to him, then... Oh, God. I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorich. Here's my list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay him for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to.
That one. See, I got these for a reason. You need medicine, tonics, potions. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, no, medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out. Excise, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird, they will kick her from the nest, I wonder. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder, or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face you didn't know? Of many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is, not for the ship rats, oh no, no. I am content to scurry around here and nibble on crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Alright.
Did you get my medicine? So that's it. What am I to do if I can't sing?
Oh, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend.
Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can. But even the apothecary said...
So, you've been suffering all this time? I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out on the streets.
You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure.
Then I shall have a word with Lord Vothry and arrange your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again? Or mayhap you think it a step too far?
No, you wouldn't do that for me.
Of course, why? I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me.
Ascension?
You must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour our the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the most innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothry that we learned this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Yulmar are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy.
Lord Vothry is truly a great man, isn't he?
Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. Find your eternal salvation for the compassion. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary.
Remember the first time I was going through this area, I could not for the life of me figure that I had to talk to her because I didn't know that I had to go into this room. I just saw a cage and was like, well, I'm screwed. Took me maybe 5-10 minutes to figure that out, admittedly. I still can't get over this outfit, honestly. It's so simple, but it's so nice. I feel like I did a really good job with it, for once. Because, like, all of my job outfits have been very, you know, like that one I've used before. That one might not even be what I want to do. That's literally just the dancer's top. But this one, oh, this one is truly a beauty. Which I should put here, but I'm saving this for my warrior, and this is technically my tank / paladin outfit. I don't know if I'm going to use this for my tanks overall, or just my pally itself. Ooh, look at that painting. Good job, my boy. Actually looks good for Gunbreaker. Yeah. This is perfect for Gunbreaker. Which it probably is because it does have like the same lower cape as Gunbreaker.
It's good to have you back. Were you were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chais appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigation has gleaned thus far? So Lord Varthry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry.
Struggling forcing a matcha ghost outbreak. Ruffy, hopefully what happens soon. That would be best case.
As for this ascension business, I cannot help but put in mind of the apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go?
I'm honestly just like struggling today. Oh my god. I'm just checking some stuff really quick, just to give myself a little bit of peace of mind. All right.
I take my eye off you for one moment, and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done, then? What in the blazes?
I got 3 Mimikyu outbreaks to pop, but no matches. Damn. Big sad for no matches.
It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino.
Where was your artistic interpretation? I should evoke images of affluence and nobility, and overwhelm the viewer with a boundless beauty.
Lord Shah, you
Stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, your being joyous union. It seems to me that a realistic portrayal.
Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection.
A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement.
Now fetch a blank canvas and...
I can't do a proper scream, so...
Take that. I say, did that come from above?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has gone and got him, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer.
A malcontentant? How dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That is right, in fact.
If you're curious, it might be worth going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the emergent, the level above us where Lord Varthry resides. Ordinary, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening the doors for the next little while. The crowned lift will take you up there.
We'd better not dawdle then.
Alright, I think I'm gonna do an early reset. Just because I don't think stream is gonna go for as long today. Just again, I am feeling a little bit worse today, a little bit weaker. Don't know if you can hear it in my voice, I am a little shaky. Why is this? Beats me. I also absolutely need to redo my... Means faster getting a Pokemon. True. I feel like for this, I need to focus a little bit more at times. And I really just need myself to be able to completely, like, zen out and go blank for a bit. Ooh, I'm about to hit my 900 day mark for sub.
Joining the crowd up there.
I believe this area is voiced, so that makes me happy. You can tell by the music and the angles that they use the camera on.
That's him. That's Vorthri.
Ooh, okay, wood. Wood.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Magic.
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12. Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Yulm is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
That's a little extra,
Had
but
the
sure.
temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do, but offer the sinner another way to show his contrition?
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin Eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus? To demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters.
Between heaven and earth, he alone is the chosen one.
And thus am I alone
The honored
voice
one.
of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
you were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Oh, Alfie, my boy. Damn.
Can you walk? I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me?
Took you long enough to realize. Giant tub of lard.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
There he is. There's Papa, the best boy.
Forgive me, in my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again.
Though, it is probably best we leave the island altogether.
I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of this world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find new allies in Eorzea. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium, but we need to regroup and think on a new strategy. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate. I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent for you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would have made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Valthry wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there if you are willing. No, we're just been leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking. I learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well. But you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorians may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down. Don't you worry. And you take care too. Give me a chance to repay what you've done for me. Alfie? Alfino. Lord and Lady Chai? What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you.
I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alfino. Now, I have had my many beautiful and striking pictures taken of me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had cut the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vothri and vouch for your character. I am sure we can smooth over any hard feelings.
I'm sorry, Lady Chai. There is more important matters which I must attend to.
More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days you have left with us to the fullest?
Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind to procure for me. One moment.
I would never. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, silly boy, I insist. And I shall make arrangements that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit.
I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. Next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption that hides behind the glittering facade.
Alright, that would take me back to the Crystarium. And basically end this quest. But I have two that I must attend to over here. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 Alizé quests. Get this to about 2 hours, 2.5. And then be on our merry way. Also, oh, okay, nope, all right.
Oh, who are you? Forgive me. It's not often we see travelers in right. What's with all how dangerous it is hereabouts? Even I worry for my husband. Taking the road down to the shipyard. He's as strong as a Talos. He has been gone a good while, though. If you're headed that way, could you please let him know his wife is expecting him home?
Let's hope he's not dead. I love this game. I feel really bad, like, anytime I have to cut a stream short because I'm not feeling good, but then I really have to remember that I can't take it too hard on myself because I'm literally a broken as all can be lad and truly need to take time to rest. Because I push myself to stream, not push, I make sure that I have the energy for it. But I really don't need to stream every day for 3 hours. Because that's a lot on me.
Something I can do for you, stranger.
Beat me with a hammer. Has it been that long? I was aiming to salvage the planks for this old hull. But she's given me more trouble than I bargained for. Bit of a waste leaving all this lumber laying around. Not much call for seaworthy ships, since light up half the world, you understand. So I reckon it were better for the woodworker, like me, to put it to good use. These boards, though, They're so tightly joined, I can't pull the bleeding things loose. Here, do me a favor and sprinkle some of this powder on the joints along the keel. I'll keep working on this end, and with any luck, I can make it home before my wife stomps down here and fetch me herself. That should do the trick. Powdered fire crystals is the best thing for melting wood glue. Just pour a little water on the stems, and the stems will take care of the rest. This ought to be a one-man job now, thanks to you. Oh, and if you collect Thenoise, no, I'll be done within the hour. Then then you'll have helped me out with 2 rough spots today. Sure thing, buddy. System configuration, sound, play music while mounted. Because we're in some of my favorite ambient music areas now, and I just want to hear them.
He's alright then. Well, that's a relief. Wright's had his share of troubles, and a wife does worry. What? He had you helping strip the planks? The cheek of that man. Still, we're lucky his father taught him the trade and all. Even if he uses those skills to take ships apart instead of building them. A woodworker puts food on the table. So I'm grateful to his family for keeping up their traditions. And I'm grateful for you for bringing me peace of mind. Take this for your kindness.
Excuse me, but you're the lady Alfina was traveling with, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name.
Little Frog.
Ah, Little. How lovely to meet you. My name is Elise, and I'm the acting village mayor. I was hoping someone of your talent would pass through right before long. The thing is, I need to visit someone up at Stonegazer, and I'm afraid to walk the path alone. Do you think you could provide an escort?
Sure.
My thanks. I just couldn't bring myself to ask one of the villagers. You see, there was an incident a while back where a veteran band of hunters was badly mauled. And simply mentioning that it's unsafe to wander outside the village these days would be enough to bring back memories of that grisly scene, which is why it's been so difficult to even bring up the subject. But such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray, meet me on the path to the north. I'm prepared to fend off the wildlife.
Hasn't even been out here for a minute, and she's already getting demolished.
Elisa.
Ulysses, I should say.
What did I tell you? I was barely taking 10 steps at the village. Now, come. Let's hurry along before more predators have a chance to gather. Thank you for your escort, Little. This is the gentleman I wish to speak with, so we needn't go any further. Sty Luke. Are you wandering around by yourself out here? You know what kind of creatures lurk beyond the borders of the village.
Well, if it isn't Clifton's little girl, something I could do for you, lass.
Yes, sir. I came for an answer to my proposal the other day. Have you given any thoughts to taking over the village, over as the village mayor? I'm doing my best I can in the interim, but I have neither the age nor the wisdom to continue the role. And the rest of the villagers agree with me.
I'm fairly sure I told you nay already once.
But
seeing as you found a god just so you could come to talk to me then, mayhap I will consider the idea in exchange for a few small tasks.
You will? Please, just tell me what I need to do.
My friend Clifton, your dear father, was looking for a sickle to cut some rope. And would you mind skipping back to the village and borrow one for me?
Why would you? I mean, a sickle? What for? For cutting rope? That shouldn't be so difficult. I had only meant to ask you along for one trip, but if I mean to complete the task, would be willing to indulge me a while longer?
I could have lasted the reset until now, but it's okay. Sometimes I just need to reset it during stream, and then that's honestly fine.
Good day to you, young Ulysses. You look a little flustered, dear. Was there something I could do to help with you with? Good day to you, madam. I was hoping to borrow a sickle. Is that all? Here, you can take this one. I've several spares, so no need to rush in returning it. Doing a spot harvesting, are you? My thanks, but it's not for me exactly. I was going to bring one for my father. Your father? Shadow, save me. Forgive me, if you are to accompany me in the tasks, then you deserve to know the whole story. It was my father, Clifton, who was the former mayor of Wright. After the incident I spoke of earlier, was something that happened a year ago. One day, a stray sin-eater came prowling around and slaughtered nearly half the village. It was a walking nightmare.
Some of the villagers blamed my father. They said because he refused to accept the protection of Yulmul. The sheer scale of the tragedy and the accusations that followed wore away at his conscience until he finally couldn't bear the guilt no longer. He hanged himself. Siluk, the old man we spoke to, was his closest friend, but considering how he worded his request, it seemed he's reluctant to accept the fact of my father's death. Still, I would see that his task is to an end. Let us bring him his sickle, shall we? He's gonna cut the rope. He's not. He's probably inside where he hung himself. Siluk, sir, we brought you the sickle you asked for.
Oh, good, good. Oh, Clifton will be glad to see this.
Oh, sir. Thank you for staying with me, little. This might be harder than I expected.
Alright. Then that's just a regular quest. Northeast. See, I'm assuming it's up top, considering we got 2 down here already. Oh yeah, it's right, yeah, it's like right where I'm headed. So. Let's teleport over to Stilltide, go see Alfie, go back, make our way over to Alize. Wee.
Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plan for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valtteri and his subjects. Come on, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course for this. This is far from over.
That's what I meant to say. Oh, one just vanished completely.
You're busy with the Crystal X, I'll just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular.
I have words with the Crystal Exarch.
Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends in such a company. I can finally turn my thoughts to the future, but ere we discuss all we have learned, and finally begin our next step, I think it's best you visit Alize. A familiarity with Amarang will no doubt provide us invaluable insight, and besides, I know she's eager to see you, as was I. Bring a smile to her face, little. Ready to depart for Amarang. Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned with your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this letter of introduction addressed to the man named Cassid, the master of merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Armoro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination.
So, actually, if I'm remembering right, the first time I ever went through this, I don't remember if I said this yesterday or not. I might have said Alfino, but it actually was Alize, because I'm remembering the walkout bit. So the first time I ever went through here, I saw Alize first. Because I remember being like, wow, it's a long time for me to have to... I mean, technically it's the same amount of time. But you go Alfino first and then Alize because her stuff makes more sense. When it comes to the pathing of the story and quest. God, I'm just like constantly struggling apparently these days, just to talk.
If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. I was hoping to meet someone in Armorang. Are you? Hoping to meet someone in Armorang, are you? I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for an outpost there, as a matter of fact. So, we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. All set, then off to the unforgiving sands we go. You can now travel to Armorang, with Adriot, Armoro Tamer, to fly to the desert.
Armorang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armorang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Oh, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The skies might be as bright as the scorching hours of the day, but it gets brisk even when to make you shiver. Now, Crystal Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where Alize, your friend, is staying. But that's a fair old distance. So I propose we make a stop in Mord Souk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off. And I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow.
Oh, because it's technically night right now. So that's why he's saying darkness.
Alright. We have gotten our first ether current here in Amarang. Stop here for a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. They built them big, didn't they? That's Kassar Shal, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabatharang. See what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Novred's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along, chunks of Nabatharang's land were lost in the light. It's great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. Not many chose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an armourer roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait till you see Mordsuk. Let us press on, shall we? So, we're in search of Eorzea. So that'll be one quest of the 9. Then there's 8 left. 2 for main quest chain. God, my brain. Straight west on the other side. Over here somewhere. So if anything, we'll go from the last 3. So purchase of fruit to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, if anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't mind going to following in her footprints today, which is quite a few quests. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more after this, if anything. Here we are, Mordsuk. By the blessed shadows, I love this town. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Have a moment. Have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Which, speaking of, we should pay our respects to Master Jengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived.
Look at the Mord! This is so cute!
Boing, boing, boing. New, 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 new. Ah, earbud fell. Don't know if that was picked up or not. It was not. That's a kobold.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Master Gengen.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsuk.
Mords.
Souk
That's
is
how it
Mordish
is.
for city.
Hey, Shiny
As
Ghastly,
things
let's
stand, This
go.
souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
I've only found one, so yeah, about
You
that.
say that every time, Master
Got
Gengen.
an
Some
owl.
sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord
Ghastly.
philosophy, for which we should all be very
And
grateful.
whatever your first one was. So
Would
that's
that
4 today.
everyone was so
I believe.
willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then,
Yeah,
if
okay,
you
so
intend to
4
spend
total
any
today.
time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Breaking of the coin
The
purse.
cracking of the coin purse.
Oh,
You
crack.
buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
I love Gengen.
Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes?
My credit is not
Eat for
subtle.
free before you leave.
Nope. How you doing, Danny boy? Run.
Welcome to Run, traveler. You have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly.
Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Ron's wares. Prosciutto. That's my ever-burning bounty made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with a special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but I'll warn you, up the chilling desert. But it'll warm you up the chilling desert nights. Warm you up on the chilling desert nights. Oh my god, Frog, please be able to read for once. I call that mush loaf, the mittless stuff with bittersweet cactus fruit. So even if the bread dries out, the moist inside keeps it going in the heat. Keeps you going in the heat. No, my boys! I'm gonna kill Ron. Oh, you like those chewy skewers? Find small frogs hiding under rocks with spearmint sticks, then roast over fire, crackling on the outside, gooey on the inside, perfect for snacking. Silly customer, you cannot eat Ron, not even for a Verbert cold piece. Everyone's favorite plump white worm slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazing wiggler, you'll never want another treat.
They all look tasty, right? Which one will you pick? I actually want the mush loaf. I love cactus fruit. They're really tasty, and the idea of having it in like a bread would be so good. I need to think of putting prickly pear, which is what we actually call them, in like a pita or something, and like get a little toasty and then eat it like that. Put a little bit of honey or maple syrup inside. That would be fire. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on sand with a full gut of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold. And done one Verbertite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread. Did I have to eat all of it right there? Damn.
I think I'll share the rest.
Officer invites us to a feast to let us thank her for her great generosity and small appetite. Oh, I'm so jelly for the Noibat. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom. And Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours. Keep the merchandise down, yes? No returns. I was quite literally flying off. Did you get it or did it despawn? That's the thing. I'm really pissed because all my shinies so far that I should have had are despawners. And that is so annoying. I was watching from here, little. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsk. I'll say it differently for Gengen. If you need anything in Amarang, fair. We are here to provide. $385.
You have courage, my friend. Run. How did I do his voice? You have courage, my friend.
You have courage, my friend. Courage.
Oh, there, friend. You have courage. Run's wares are more exotic than harmful. But I don't envy you. The bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure for a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering your service, are you? Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need to be picked up from the market. All properly paid for, you need just do the lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling, then. See you in a bit.
Alright. Table Cactus, Tauntaun, Iron Ore, Toltol, Nabarth, Antiques, Mill, but to be collected from Mulmul. Okay, so Cactus from Tauntaun, or Toltol, Antiques from Mulmul. Alright, now that's officially 5 shinies today, which honestly, this all adds up really well considering I got more shinies in base game. So it's evening out the odds, even though 95% of my shinies were freaking duplicates of that stupid duck. Mulmul Antiques.
Hey, no touching. The merchandise is spoken for. You can possibly change my mind with a better offer. What? Cassard sent you?
The Scrafty. I'm pissed that the freaking Bonsly despawned in front of me too. Like, just the luck is not on my side when it comes to shinies.
Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no, no, no. Nabatharang relics, was it? All packed in that box here. Handle with care. You came in with Cassard, yes? Good, good. I can finally stop thinking about this sack. Please take your prickly purchase.
Let alone, why did it despawn so you had it loaded on your side? Because Game Freak doesn't know what they're doing sometimes. Why do we have, like, exclusive encounters and mods? But yeah, that's really dumb. Again, I've fallen down a whole ass mountain, climbed back up it, and the shiny was still there. That's some bull.
Cassard sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again?
Iron.
Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It is all yours.
In that journey's head. Fine. Don't tell me you've been round the entire market already. If the shiny is spawned in, it should be visible, and it's visible to both players. Whoever's near it should be able to encounter it, no issue, and all that jazz. Aye, that's the lot right there. Alright, good work. And quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I'd thought you'd want to sit in the city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hope to conclude all my business before you'd return, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman to sort out this mess, and I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs.
Cassard, feels like ages since I last saw you.
Well, if it isn't the lovely Teslene. It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alize. If to something dodgy, maybe. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. He's smuggling coke, I reckon. Oh, probably. Coke, black tar, you know that BTH, potentially, some little ecstasy, some Xan.
Wait, I know who you are. Alize has told me so much about you. You're little, aren't you? I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Teslene. I work as a carer in the inn, and I've gotten to know Alize quite well since she took up guard duties there. Don't me take over as Little's guide, Cassard. My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble.
That would be great help, thank you. Well, looks like you'll be able to head straight there after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while.
Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Wait, did you find a shiny Scrafty?
Eorzea has been desperate to see you, little, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later.
Oh, the porch. Ooh.
Hopefully. The inn's not too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock. We'll just need to swing around the ridge and head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside.
Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you help me too. You see, my son, Gun has made me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes. Follows them until someone tells him to stop. Then, this is very dangerous, bad for his health. I need you to speak to him, persuade him to rest. He should be near Red Seri. Probably leaving no stone unturned in a search for relics. Please tell him his father orders him to stop.
The Crystarium travel over there is actually faster. Big boy. Pelusia. Amarang.
Search the nooks, search the crannies, search the highs, search the lows. Oh, sorry, I did not see you there. Are you lost? Father says I must rest. That will not do. No, I will stop, but not yet. I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling and this searching, and still no shinies. You came here to tell me to stop, but I refuse. Your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. If you help me find shinies, my job will be over. Your job will be over, and I can rest. Simple, yes?
Bum, bum, bum. Yep.
Look under that rubble and find whatever there is to be found. Maybe it will be valuable, maybe not. Either way, let us keep searching until we get at least one shiny.
Which reminds me of our shinies. We need to steamroll through ARR still. Your search fails to yield any shinies.
This one.
You found a signet ring. Well, I found a shiny.
What did you find? No more rubble, I hope. Oh, this looks very special. Such pretty patterns. I've never seen one like this before. But how much is it worth? I'm not an expert in finding shinies. I'm an expert in finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Once we sell it, we will divide the profits between us. We worked as a team, so half for you, half for me. Fair is fair.
Lord of the Ring. I love it. I didn't grab Mordsuk, no. I thought I did. Well, back for the long haul, gamers. I should always look to make sure I have my destinations clicked first. I think I've done this once in every expansion. Looks like me teleporting over to the Crystarium did not save time after all, for I must do this as well. For my stupid deeds. A part of me is actually thinking to not sell these until I have every job to at least 60, because I know I'll be getting a bunch more through all of them. Also, I need to check really quick. My paladin is at 63. I have a bunch of job quests to do for it. I need to get it to 80 overall. So that will be fun.
All set. Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Think you could handle any beasts that try to make meal of us?
I thought you might.
Alize was always saying how much you... I mean, let's get going, shall we?
Check. I did grab Mordsuk this time. No, Tolba, please stay away from me. Oops, wrong thing. I'm actually really close to getting my upgrade for Infuriate.
Sorry, there wasn't much time for a shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. But yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alize was strong, but in her mind, she was never. Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here. You can fight without any distractions.
Yes, ma'am.
Bow 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 ba da ba da ba da. Bam 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 ba da ba da ba da. Oh my god, it's Twitch, but we're streaming on YouTube.
Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest has seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Boing.
Alright. Let's see. We're at Desert Crossing. So following her footprints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would have 7 quests to do tomorrow, including a dungeon minimum.
This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip home alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay you the favor somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we?
I'm gonna go have some food after this. I just needed like some cereal or something. Anxiety is spiking today, so.
Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alize arrived. It's not much, but it's home. And for the afflicted and the handful of carers.
The afflicted?
You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alize who was unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alize give you the full explanation.
Alright. Whoa, a gunbreaker. Cool. It's John Elden Ring. Alright. I actually want to do something really quick. I want to see what the behemoth stuff looks like on our... I did hit the right thing. What am I doing? Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, what does that look like? Oh, you're just a little prince. Honestly, I like the little prince, you know. Little crowned fella.
Ah, the music.
Alright. I'm going to end stream here. So Q, Danny, thank you both for hanging out and chatting. If anyone was lurking, highly appreciated. I will be live again tomorrow with the rest of Alize's quest line. I need some food. I need to, like, you know, turn my brain off for a little bit. I'm not feeling all too hot at the moment. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. If you're new, lurking, watch us as a VOD. Please do like and sub. Our goal is 90 followers at the moment. Our year-end goal is 100. Not a big goal. It's 17 subs basically. But I don't want to get too in over my head, basically. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I'll be live again tomorrow. Probably for a little bit longer, maybe a little bit earlier as well. So yeah, take care, and bye.